96 Land Cruiser. Now I'm back after a recharge. If you watched the other two videos, you knew how it came in the pressures. Look at the pressures now. I now have 900 grams in there. I recovered 730? Look back at the video. And now I have 900. But now we have an expansion valve problem. So we have an expansion valve that was open before. We had 27 psi on the low side before I did the recovery. Now after I did the recovery and I have 900 grams, now our expansion valve is choked and metered all the way down, so either there's debris or physically stuck. There could be debris in the line that's moving back and forth, and after doing a recovery and disturbing it and it's sucking back, they have a new receiver dryer, but if there's debris on the other side, after recharging it, it could have moved. The liquid picks it up, takes it and pushes it forward towards the expansion valve and plugs it, and we might be seeing that. But if I had 900 grams on here and I had a good working expansion valve and it's 59 degrees out, this would have been the high side that I would expect to be seeing. 120, 130, something like that. Not 200 psi, but the 200 psi was when the expansion valve was open. We only had 700 plus grams in here. We had 27 psi on the low side, 200 psi on the high side, with only 700 grams out of 800 or 900 grams. So here's one of the other situations. An expansion valve intermittently. Now we're stuck closed. Possibly, if it was a mechanically stuck expansion valve and I could get right to the expansion valve and wrap on it with a wrench, sometimes, not all the time, it'll break free and open up and let the refrigerant go through, and you would see the low side go up. If it's debris and it's just stuck there and it's inside the screen or plugging, you wrapping on it won't do anything. That's it on this one. So they will be doing an expansion valve on this one, and they will also be doing, because I'm recommending the thermal fan clutch. Thermal fan clutches, when they start going out of calibration and flowing less air even after they're hot, you will not notice anything on your radiator, because radiators are so overbuilt. They have so much headroom, so much extra built into them because they don't want to eat engines under warranty, that even with lower airflow, your temperature gauge will show nothing. But condensers have no giveaway. They like build them as cheap as they could get them, light as they could get them, small as they could get them, and if just 100 CFM, 200 CFM of airflow less makes a big difference on the high side, especially on the higher area. It gets worse as the outside temperature gets worse. And so that is it on this Toyota Land Cruiser. It has 96 Toyota Land Cruiser. It only has 150,000 miles, so it has another 200,000 miles at least of life left in it, because it's a Toyota. It's not a Chevy or Ford or Chrysler, especially a pathetic Chrysler. You could see we're on outside air. I'm not on recycle, so I'm taking in the hot engine heat right now, so that low side should definitely be up. That's about it on this one. We'll be coming back to this after they do the expansion valve and change the thermal fan clutch on here, and let's see what we get in a day or two or three when I come back.